Some days of the office are better than others. This is one of those days. Why? Because I'm driving one of my all-time favorite cars. This is the Ford GT40, or rather it's a recreation by Superformance. And I don't want you to be confused by that recreation word, because 2/3 of the parts on this car can be interchanged with the original car, because it's built to those exacting specifications. And you know, here at Digital Trends we get to drive some pretty awesome stuff, but every once in a while, something truly special falls in your lap. This is one of those days. Yes, please. It is loud in here, so I'm going to talk louder than I normally do. It's loud because this car doesn't have any sound deadening or any other nanny or modern conveniences, because this is a replica of the Mark II Ford GT40. So, a little bit of history. Ford and Shelby won Le Mans 4 times from 1966 to 69, basically telling Ferrari to suck it. And this car and a few other versions of it were the ones that helped them accomplish that goal. So this car specifically is the Mark II version of the Ford GT40. And that 40, by the way, that 40 was in reference to the height of the car. That's a fun fact for you. And so this is a replica of that GT40 Mark II, made by Superformance. And Superformance focuses on cars of the 1960s, and specifically the Daytona, the Shelby Cobra, the Ford GT40, and then they also do some other random stuff, like they are the distributor for Caterham cars. But this car specifically that we're driving is a treat, because this is the Hillbank Motorsports, who's the distributor of the Superformance cars. This is his son's car, and Ashton has put a lot of track time on this car specifically, and so it is, in his words, the most abused form of a Superformance Ford GT40 replica that you're going to drive. Even so, it drives like an absolute gem. The wheel alignment is extraordinarily off, and I just now noticed because I've been having way too much fun just enjoying the lack of power steering, the lack of smoothness or efficiency or anything about this car. It's just a car that you can engage with to the limit. Like, I've never driven something this engaging. The grip is phenomenal. The steering inputs are not just immediate, but they're so progressive. Like, you're getting so much communication through the wheel. The G-forces are exceptional. Yeah, this is just an exceptional piece of machinery. So a couple things about the interior of this car that, unless you've driven something that's like a race car and of this era, you might not know. It's so intimate in here. Everything is really, really tight. So getting into the car is like stepping 3 feet into the interior and then slowly like snaking your way inside. It makes you feel a part of the car. You feel one with it. And it makes it that much more special. The other thing is, it's just so loud. It's just you and that engine right behind you. And if this car didn't have air conditioning, I would just be a ball of sweat right now. I'm already a ball of sweat, but just imagine waterfalls of sweat pouring off me. It's super loud, and I have to be in a high gear or else you're just not gonna hear me. But maybe I won't, just so you can hear the engine a little bit, because this is a 427 V8. It just, oh, it sounds so good. Oh yeah. So now that we're drenched with sweat, I decided to pull off to the side of the road here and point out a few things about this GT40 replica Mark II. So one, we've got a pair of fuel tanks. So one behind the left front tire, one behind the right front tire. In terms of airflow, we have that massive dip down hood in the front, just helps press air over the top of the car. And then we have scoops back here to help apply force to the rear end. We've got a mid-mounted 427 cubic inch V8. And then over here we've got the gurney bump. It is for Dan Gurney, or it was for Dan Gurney, so he could squeeze in there and just fit his head through, just make it inside this car. Oh, there you are. It is a 4-speed transmission and it revs to 6,450 RPM. Now all your important gauges are kind of stacked out here, so a quick glance when you're racing and you can get all the necessary information right there. You got to flip a few switches and then you toggle the ignition button over here and you're ripping and rolling. Modern performance, classic styling, incredible heritage. It's all part of the package with the Ford GT40 by Super Performance. That's a wrap, guys. Is there a place in this rev range where I can tell, oh, there it is, where you can almost hear me?